For prospectors, the land is a giant treasure map, an ancient storybook written in stone, waiting to be deciphered by those who know what to look for. If you know how to read it, every step you take can bring you closer to hidden riches that have lain undisturbed for millions of years. Every crack, stain, and shift in the rocks is a clue, not just scenery. These subtle hints are nature's way of pointing you towards something valuable beneath the surface. Gold isn't about luck, it follows geological rules written in the earth itself. The patterns and processes that formed gold deposits are as real and predictable as the sunrise. Learning to read these signs is the key to turning prospecting into real success. It's about transforming guesswork into skill and skill into discovery. This guide is your first lesson in decoding that map. With the right knowledge, you'll be able to interpret the language of the land and unlock its secrets. We'll go beyond random panning and metal detecting, diving into the powerful forces that create gold deposits, tectonic shifts, volcanic eruptions, and the slow work of water and time. You'll learn to spot clues, altered rocks, color changes, and broken zones that point to gold. We'll cover faults, fractures, volcanic activity, and the subtle signs that most people overlook. You'll discover the rock types that signal gold's presence, and understand why certain places are more promising than others. By the end, you'll see the land with new eyes and know how to follow its clues from faults to fortune. The landscape will become a living map, guiding you step by step. Get ready, your journey to reading the Earth's story starts now. The adventure is just beginning and the secrets of gold are waiting for you to uncover them. Deep underground, massive faults act as superhighways for gold-rich fluids, channeling them through the Earth's crust for miles. These faults are not just cracks, they're dynamic, ever-shifting zones where the Earth's energy is focused, creating the perfect pathways for mineral-rich water to surge upward from deep below. These faults are zones of crushed and shattered rock, sometimes stretching for miles across the landscape. The broken rock creates open spaces, making it easier for fluids to move and deposit their precious cargo. For prospectors, these fault zones are prime targets, nature's own markers for hidden treasure. Hot, mineral-laden water heated by the Earth's internal energy travels up these faults. As it rises, it cools and begins to lose its ability to carry dissolved minerals. Gold, along with quartz and other minerals, is left behind, gradually building up rich veins and deposits over thousands or even millions of years. Look for alteration halos. These are bleached or clay-rich zones that form around faults. They're clear evidence of past hydrothermal activity, where hot fluids have chemically altered the surrounding rocks, leaving behind a visible signature that prospectors can spot in the field. Heavy iron staining is another key sign. Gold often rides with iron and sulfur, so when you see rocks stained yellow, red, or brown, it's a strong clue that gold-bearing fluids once moved through the area. Rusty reds, yellows, and oranges on rocks called gossans are classic gold indicators. These colorful outcrops form when iron sulfides in the rock oxidize, creating a rusty cap that often sits right above gold deposits. Don't overlook soft clay zones. Acidic fluids break down hard minerals, leaving behind soft, diggable clays that can trap fine gold particles. These zones are often overlooked, but they can be some of the richest places to search. When you find all three, alteration halos, iron staining, and clay, you're standing on high-priority ground. These combined clues mean the right conditions for gold formation have come together in one place. These features are the fingerprints of the geological processes that concentrate gold. They tell a story of heat, pressure, and time, nature's recipe for creating gold deposits. Always investigate rusty outcrops and altered zones, they're nature's signposts, pointing you toward the places where gold is most likely to be found. The best gold deposits form where these clues come together, often at the intersection of multiple fault zones or where fluids have lingered the longest. Learn to spot these signs, and you'll be searching in the right places, where gold is most likely to be found, hidden just beneath your feet. The Earth leaves a trail of clues. Follow it, and you'll increase your chances of striking gold. Now let's move on to the next step, discovering where gold gets trapped and how you can recover it. Shear zones, where rocks are stretched and smeared, are prime gold traps. Movement along these zones creates cracks for gold-rich fluids to flow and deposit gold in pulses. Each new fracture brings another wave of gold and quartz, forming the classic banded veins prospectors seek. Layered or textured quartz is a sign of repeated mineralization, very favorable for gold. Hydrothermal breccias, rocks made of shattered fragments cemented by minerals, are also excellent targets. These form when underground explosions shatter rock, then gold-rich fluids fill the gaps. On the surface, look for rocks glued together by quartz or stained with iron. Breccia pipes within fault systems are like treasure chests on your map. Find these features and you're in a dynamic system where gold loves to hide. Next, let's explore volcanic clues. Volcanic areas, especially rhyolite domes, are gold hotspots. Rhyolite is thick, sticky lava that forms steep domes, trapping heat and mineral-rich fluids below. These domes signal the right kind of magma for gold deposits. Look for fractures and faults around dome edges, perfect escape routes for gold-bearing fluids. Watch for altered, stained rock on or near the dome, evidence of escaping fluids. The boiling zone, where hot water flashes to steam, is where gold concentrates most. Silica caps, hard, chalky layers, form above these zones. They're barren but mark the right neighborhood. If you find a silica cap, gold may lie just beneath or downhill from it. Volcanic features like these are global gold markers. Spot them and you're close to a major prize. Nature can concentrate gold through a process called supergene enrichment. It starts with a low-grade deposit exposed to rain and oxygen over time. Rainwater dissolves other minerals, but gold remains, concentrating near the surface. The top layer, bleached clays and porous rock, marks the leached zone. Just below, the oxidized zone is where gold becomes highly concentrated, often with rusty iron oxides. This is where visible flakes and nuggets can form. Many rich gold finds come from these oxidized, supergene-enriched zones. Look for hilltops with bleached caps and iron-stained slopes, nature's gold factory at work. When you see these signs, you're likely standing above concentrated gold. Let's get practical. What should you look for on the ground? Now let's focus on practical clues you can spot while prospecting. When you're out in the field, your eyes are your best tool. The ground holds a story, and learning to read it can make all the difference between a wasted day and a golden discovery. Iron-stained rocks, vivid reds, yellows, and oranges are your top surface indicators. These colors often signal the presence of iron minerals, which can be closely associated with gold deposits. Look for patches of these colors, especially where they stand out from the surrounding rocks. Break open rocks to find boxy holes left by weathered pyrite, classic gossans. These rusty honeycombed rocks are a sign that sulfide minerals have broken down, sometimes leaving gold behind. Gossans can be a prospector's best friend, so don't overlook them. Quartz float, loose quartz pieces on hillsides, points to veins uphill. Trace them to their source. Quartz is a common host for gold, and float rocks can lead you right to a hidden vein. Follow the trail of quartz, and you might just find where it all began. As you climb, float pieces get bigger and more frequent. Dig where they disappear. This is often where the vein is buried beneath the surface. The spot where float vanishes is a prime place to start sampling or digging. Broken, jumbled bedrock signals faulting or brecciation, prime gold ground. Faults and fractures create pathways for mineral-rich fluids, so these chaotic rocks can be hotspots for gold. Linear features like straight gullies or ridges often mark faults. Walk them and look for other clues. These lines in the landscape can guide you to areas where gold-bearing fluids once flowed. Old mining activity, pits, rock piles, tin cans, means proven gold ground. These relics show that others found value here, and there may still be gold left behind. The old-timers missed plenty. Their workings are arrows pointing to more gold. Modern techniques and fresh eyes can reveal what they overlooked. Don't ignore these signs. Combine them for the best chance of success. Each clue adds a piece to the puzzle, helping you zero in on the richest ground. Every clue narrows your search and boosts your odds. Careful observation and note-taking can make your hunt much more efficient. Gold leaves a trail. Follow it with sharp eyes and a rock hammer. Stay curious and persistent, and let the evidence guide your steps. The landscape is full of hints. Learn to read them. With practice, you'll start to see patterns and signs that others might miss. Next, let's combine field skills with modern tools. By blending old-school observation with new technology, you'll maximize your chances of striking gold. You now have the skills to read the ground like a seasoned prospector. Don't wander aimlessly. Start with the big picture faults, domes, and alteration zones. Walk the ground, spot the clues, and trust what the rocks tell you. Modern tools like geological maps, satellite imagery, and mineral databases can supercharge your search. Use these resources to target the best ground before you even leave home. AI-powered gold maps now analyze huge data sets to predict new gold locations, giving you a powerful edge. But nothing replaces sharp field skills and a good rock hammer. Take notes, compare field clues with digital maps, and refine your search each trip. Embrace technology, but never forget the fundamentals of reading the land. The gold is out there, now you have the map to find it.